Hello and welcome back to all of you. Let's continue our part 2 in which we were discussing AIBE 14 previous year question paper. We have already done till from question number 1 to 40, and we are going to discuss from question number 41 and so onwards. Question number 41 says second appeal under section 100 is applicable. Option we have option A, substantial question of law as formulated by the High Court. Option B, substantial question of law as not formulated by the High Court. Option C, an appellate decree passed ex parte. Option D, all of the above. Its right option is option A, that is substantial question of law as formulated by the High Court. So second appeal under section 100 is applicable on when substantial question of law as formulated by the High Court. Question number 42. Which of the following is an infringement of a registered trademark? Option A, use of a mark identical to the trademark in relation to goods without authorization. Option B, advertising of that trademark such that the advertisement is against the reputation of the trademark. Option C, use of that trademark as a business name without authorization. Option D, all of the above. The right option is option D, that is all of the above, and all these characteristics will be included and will be assumed as an infringement of a registered trademark. Question number 43. A person undergoing life imprisonment, if attempts to commit murder and hurt is caused thereby, he may be punished with option A, life imprisonment, option B, death, option C, imprisonment, option D, all of the above. The right option is option D, that is all of the above. So life imprisonment as well as death as well as imprisonment, which also falls in imprisonment. Yeah, but this is different. Obviously this is different. So all of the above. Question number 44. The suitable answer should be B, that is death. If he is already if he is already undergoing in life imprisonment, and if still attempt to commit murder and hurt someone, so it can be death, or yeah, it's the suitable will be death, but all it's uh, all are fine, so option D is the right option. Question number 44. Residuary powers in India may be exercised by option A, Parliament, option B, state legislatures, option C, President, and option D, that is both A and B. The right option is option A, that is Parliament. So residuary powers in India may be exercised by Parliament. Question number 45. The punishments to which offenders are liable under provision of IPC are option A, death and imprisonment for life, option B, regress imprisonment and simple imprisonment, option C, forfeiture of property and fine, option D, all of the above. The right option is option D, that is all of the above, means punishment to offender. The punishments to which offenders are liable under the provision of IPC are death or imprisonment for life, rigorous imprisonment and simple imprisonment. Option C, forfeiture of property and fine. apart from this community services वाला जो concept भी है वो भी अभी add हो चुका है in BNS, not in IPC but in BNS. Question number 46. Nag Nagtin rules form the basis of law, and the Nagtins, it is Nagtin or Nagtin, rules form the basis of the law of infancy, insanity, ignorance of fact. Option D, mistake. The right option is option B, that is insanity. Question number 47. The authentication to be affected by the use of asymmetric crypto system and hash function is known as public key, private key, digital signature, electronic governance. The right option is option C, that is digital signature. Authentication to be affected by the use of asymmetric crypto system, and hash function is known as digital signature. Question number 48. Punishment for cyber terrorism under section 65, sorry, 66F shall be punishable. Options we have: with imprisonment which may extend to 3 years, or with fine not exceeding 2 lakh rupees, or with both. Option B: with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. Option C: with imprisonment which may extend to imprisonment for life. Option D: with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also liable to fine. The right option is option D, that is with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. Question number 49. Section 2J of the Industrial Disputes Act 1947 define industry means any. Option A: business trade undertaking. Option second: manufacture or calling of employers. Option C: included any calling, service, employment, handicraft. Option D: industrial occupation of workmen. These were the 4 points. Now we will see the options. Option A, first and second. Option B, first, second, third. Option C, third and fourth. Option D, all of the above. The right option is option 49 is option D, that is all of the above. Question number 50. Question number 50. Which of the following provisions of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 incorporates the fault theory of divorce? Options we have: section 13 clause 1, option B section 11, option C section 13b, option D section 13 clause 2. Subsection 1, 13 subsection 1, option section 11, section 13b, section 13 subsection 2. The right option is option A, that is section 13 subsection 1 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 incorporates the fault theory of divorce. Question number 51. Under the Hindu Maintenance and Adoption Act 1956, which of the both following circumstances can be dependent enforce his right to maintenance against a transferee of an estate out of which he has right to receive maintenance? Options we have: option A, that is only when the transferee has notice to such right, notice of such right. Option B, only when the transfer is gratuitous. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. The right option is option C, that is both A and B. Question number 52. Which of the following courts, tribunals cannot entertain a public interest litigation? Which of the following courts, tribunals cannot entertain a public interest litigation? Option: which of the following courts, tribunal cannot entertain a public interest litigation? Option A, Supreme Court. Option B, High Court. Option C, Central Administrative Tribunal. Option D, none of the above. The right option is option C, that is Central Administrative Tribunal. Question number 53. A places men with firearms at the outlets of a building and tells Z that they will fire at Z if Z attempts to leave the building. A is option A. Wrongfully restrains Z. Option B, wrongfully confines Z. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. The right option is option D, that is none of the above. Question number 54. A incites a dog to spring upon Z without Z's consent. If A intend to cause injury, fear, or annoyance of Z, annoyance to Z. Options: A uses force to Z. Option B, A assaulted Z. Option C, A uses criminal force to Z. Option D, none of the above. The right option is option C, that is A uses criminal force to Z. Question number 55. A causes cattle to enter upon the field belonging to Z, intending to cause and knowing that he is likely to cause damage to Z's crop. A has committed. Option A, mischief, criminal trespassing, criminal breach of trust, extortion. Mischief. अगर वो खुद एंटर होता then it will be criminal trespassing, but he made the cattle to enter in Z's property, that's why it's mischief. Question number 56. From which of the following countries the Constitution of India has borrowed the power of judicial review? Option A Canada, United Kingdom, USA, Ireland. राइट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन सी दैट इज यूएसए। पीआईएल का कॉन्सेप्ट भी वहीं से लिया है वैसे। पीआईएल का क्वेश्चन अभी आया था ना यूएसए से। क्वेश्चन नंबर 57, enforcement of which of the following articles of the Constitution of India cannot be suspended even during the proclamation of emergency? Options we have Article 14 and 19, 20 and 21, 23 and 24, 21 and 22. The right option is option B, that is 20, Article 20 and 21. So these are the rights that cannot be that cannot be suspended during the um, proclamation of emergency either. During the when the proclamation of emergency be held, then also this will be remain in force and not gonna be suspended, not going to be suspended, or we can say will not suspend. Question number 58. Which of the following provisions of the Advocates Act 1961 provides for the power of Bar Council of India to India to withdraw to itself any proceedings for disciplinary action pending before any state bar council? Options we have section 35, option B section 37, option C section 36 subsection 2, option D none of the above. The right option is option C, that is section 36 subsection 2. Uh, basically of Advocates Act 1961 provides for the power of Bar Council of India to withdraw to itself any proceeding for disciplinary action pending before any state bar council. Question number 59. Which court or authority has the power to punish any person for contempt of the National Company Law Tribunal? Option A Supreme Court, option B High Court, option B National Company Law Appellate Tribunal, option D National Company Law Tribunal. The right option is option D, that is National Company Law Tribunal. Question number 60. Which of the following is not a vested interest? Options we have option A stipulates that title in a property shall pass to C on his death. Option B stipulates that title in a property shall pass to C on the death of B. Option C stipulates that title in a property shall pass to C if he marries B. Option D stipulates that title in a property shall pass to C after 10 years. The right option is option C, that is A stipulates that title in a property shall pass to C if he marries B. Question number 61. Which of the following is wrong in respect of law of copyright? Option A, copyright protects only the expression and not idea. Option B, there is no copyright in respect of effect. Option C, there is no copyright in a government work. Option D, copyright does not require registration. The right option is option C, there is no copyright in a government work. Which of the following is wrong? कौन सा गलत है इसमें से? There is no copyright in a government work. Question number 62. Under the Indian Evidence Act, the character of a person is not relevant in which of the following cases? Option A, previous good character of an accused in criminal case. Option B, previous bad character in reply to good character in criminal case. Option C, character to prove conduct imputed in civil case. Option D, character affected the amount of damage in civil case. The right option is option D, that is character affected the amount of damage in civil suit. Question number 63. Which one of the following is Primary evidence. Which one of the following is primary evidence? Option A, document produced for the inspection of the court. Option B, copies made from original. Option C, certified copies of the document. Option D, photostat copy of a document. ये तो नहीं है. Document produced for the inspection of the court. Copies made from original. 63 का राइट ऑप्शन है ऑप्शन ए, that is document produced for the inspection of the court. ऑब्वियसली प्राइमरी एविडेंस जो है वो प्रोड्यूस करेंगे, सो इसमें चांसेस ज़्यादा है. सर्टिफाइड कॉपी भी ओरिजिनल कॉपी की होगी ना, तो ये भी सेकेंडरी हो जाएगा. प्राइमरी जो होगा तो प्राइमरी कोर्ट में प्रेजेंट किया जाएगा, तो वो वाला जो होगा प्राइमरी होगा. तो ये इन इन चारों में से. Question number 64. The Consumer Protection Act 1986, option we have, sorry, the Consumer Protection Act 1986 come into effect on 24th August 1986, 15 April 1986, 24th May 1986, or 24th December 1986. The right option is option D, that is 24th December 1986. So on 24th December 1986, the Consumer Protection Act effect, came into effect on 24th December 1986. Question number 65. Which one of the following sections of the Consumer Protection Act 1986 defines the term consumer? Section 2, subsection 1, clause A, 21B, 21C, 21D. The right option is option D, that is section 2, subsection 1, clause D. Defines the term consumer. 2, subsection 1, clause D. Defines consumer. In which act? In Consumer Protection Act 1986. Question number 66. The principle of law of taxation, that no tax shall be levied or collected except by authority of law. It is contained under Article 295 of the Constitution, or Article 300 of the Constitution, or Article 19, Clause 1, Subclause G of the Constitution, or Article 285. The right option is option A, that is Article 265 of the Constitution. In 265 of the Constitution, the principle of law of taxation, that no tax shall be levied or collected except by authority of law, is mentioned. Question number 67. Under which section of Income Tax Act income of other persons are included in SSC's total income? Option A, section 56 to 58, section 139 to 147, section 246 to 262, or option D, section 60 to 65. The right option is option D, that is from section 60 to 65. Income of other person are included in SSC's total income. Question number 68. Under which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution Parliament is empowered to legislate with respect to a matter in the state list in national interest? Article 249, Article 250, Article 252, Article 253. The right option is option A, that is Article 249, Article 249. Question number 69. In which of the following cases the court has laid down that right to life does not include right to die? Question number 69. Which of the following cases the court has laid down that right to life does not include right to die? Option A, State versus Sanjay Kumar Bhatia. Option B, Srimati Gyan Kaur versus State of Punjab. Option C, R versus Holiday. Option D, P, Ratinam versus Union of India. The right option is option B, that is Srimati Gyan Kaur versus State of Punjab. In this case, it was held that right to life does not include right to die. In which case, in Srimati Gyan Kaur versus State of Punjab. Question number 70. The question whether a bill is a money bill or not is decided by option A, the Prime Minister, option B, the Finance Minister, option C, the President, option D, the Speaker or Lok Sabha. The right option is option D, the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Question number 71. Decision under 10th schedule is taken by option A President, option B Chief Justice of India, option C Prime Minister, option D presiding officers of houses. The right option is option D, that is presiding officers of houses, in which the decision will be taken under 10th schedule. Question number 72. In which of the following cases the Supreme Court held that an international commercial arbitration is one which has its juridical or legal seat of arbitration outside India? Option A Bhatia International versus Book Trading SA 2002. Option B Bharat Aluminium Company versus Kaisar Aluminium Technical Services. Option C Booz Allen and Hamilton Inc. versus SBI Home Finance Limited. Option D Vimal Kishore Shah versus Jayesh Dinesh Shah 2016. The right option is option B, that is Bharat Aluminium Company versus Kaisar Aluminium Technical Services Incorporation 2012. In this case, the Supreme Court held that an international commercial arbitration is one which has its juridical or legal seat of arbitration outside India. Question number 73. Which of the following provisions of the Hindu Succession Act 1956 lays down for the escheat? Section 25, Section 26, Section 27, Section 29. The right option is option D, that is Section 29. In this, the provision of the escheat is mentioned. Question number 74. Which one is a foreign award? Which one is a foreign award? Options we have option A, an award in arbitration where at least one party is non-Indian. Option B, an award passed in a foreign seated arbitration. Option C, an award passed in arbitration where both the parties are non-Indian. Option D, none of the above. And its right option is option B. Uh, its right option is option B. An award passed in a foreign seated arbitration. Which one is foreign award? An award passed in a foreign seated arbitration. Question number 75. If a man marries a girl who is within his prohibited relationship and his custom does not permit such marriage, such a man would be punished under option A, Section 17 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Section 18, subsection A of Hindu Marriage Act 1955, option C, Section 18, subsection B of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, or option D, no punishment for such marriages. The right option is option C, Section 18, subsection B of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Question number 76. Which section of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 provides that a child from a void marriage would be legitimate? Options we have option A, section 11, section 13A, section 12, section 16. The right option is option A, that is section 11. Question number 77. Under which one of the following section of CRPC, police officer is under obligation to inform the accused ground of right to bail? Options we have section 49, section 50, section 57, section 60. The right option is option B, that is section 50. Question 78. Under which was the section 50. Question 78. Under what circumstance court can issue an order for the attachment of property of person absconding? Option A, where the person to whom proclamation is issued is about to dispose of the whole of his property. Option B, where the person to whom proclamation is issued is about to dispose of any part of his property. Option C, where the person to whom proclamation is issued is about to remove the whole or any part of his property from the local jurisdiction of the court. Option D, all of the above. Above. The right option is option D, that is all of the above. Question number 79. Inherent power inherent power under section 482 CRPC can be exercised by section 79. Inherent power under section 482 CRPC can be exercised by option A, the Supreme Court, option B, the Court of Session, option C, the High Court, option D, all of the above. The right option is option C, that is the High Court. Question 80. If it is proved that a man has not been heard of for dash by those who would naturally have heard of him if he were alive, the presumption under section 108 of the Indian Evidence Act is that he is dead. Options we have 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, 20 years. The right option is option B, that is 7 years. So 7 साल तक अगर उसके बारे में नहीं सुना गया, so, if it is proved that a man has not been heard for 7 years by those who would naturally have, if he were alive, the presumption under section 108 of the Indian Evidence Act is that he is dead. कि वो अगर 7 साल तक किसी के बारे में नहीं पता चलता है, नहीं सुना गया, जो उनके नोन है, रिलेटिव है, उन्होंने भी नहीं सुना, ऑफ कोर्स ऑब्वियसली उन्होंने नहीं सुना, या फिर कोई भी लोग जो उनको जानते थे, तो मान लिया जाएगा कि वो आफ्टर 7 years कि वो मर चुके हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 81. A dumb witness given his evidence in writing in the open court, such evidence would be treated as oral evidence, documentary evidence, option C, secondary evidence, option D, primary evidence. The right option is option A, that is oral evidence. Dumb, yeah, oral evidence. Question number 82. Which of the following is not a public document? Which of the following is not a public document? So option we have bank books, option B, post-mortem report, option C, judgment of the High Court, option D, registered sale deed. I think option B है ना. बैंक बुक देख सकते हैं, जजमेंट ऑफ द हाई कोर्ट भी देख सकते हैं, रजिस्टर्ड सेल डीड भी वेल है, मतलब देखा जा सकता है. 82 का राइट ऑप्शन इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज बैंक बुक्स. बैंक बुक नहीं देख सकते हैं, अच्छा. पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट देख सकते हैं, बट हमेशा तो नहीं देख सकते ना, बट स्टिल बैंक बुक्स ठीक है. मतलब बैंक के पास जो बुक्स हैं वो पब्लिक के लिए नहीं होगा, प्रोवाइड नहीं कर सकते हैं, नहीं दिखा सकते हैं, तो ठीक है, makes sense. Option A is the right answer, that is bank books. Question number 83. The Land Acquisition Act 1894 came into force on 1st day of January 1894, 1st day of February 1894, 1st day of March 1894, 1st day of April 1894. The right option is option C, that is 1st day of March, 1st March 1894. Question number 84. Which of the following sentences can the Court of Session pass? Option A, death sentences. Option B, rigorous imprisonment. Option C, simple imprisonment. Option D, any sentence authorized by law but death sentence must be confirmed by the High Court. Its right option is option D, that is any sentence. The Court of Session can pass any sentence authorized by law, but death sentence must be confirmed by the High Court. The right option is option D, that is I have already told you. Question number 85. Which of the following is not a requirement of a foreign judgment to be conclusive? It must be given on merits of the case. It must be pronounced by a court of competent jurisdiction. It was not obtained by fraud. Option D. It is by a court in an enemy country. Its right option is option D. It is by a court in an enemy country. Question number 86. Ensuring the safety, health, and welfare of the employees is the primary purpose of the option A. Payment of Wages Act 1936, Industrial Dispute Act 1947, Factories Act 1948, Equal Remuneration. Equal Remuneration Act 1976. The right option is option C, that is Factories Act 1948. Question number 87. In which case Supreme Court held that whether teachers are not workmen? Option A, Dharan Gandhara Chemical Work Limited versus State of Saurashtra AIR 1957 Section 2, sorry, citation. It should be citation na? Or section. I don't know. So option B, University of Delhi versus Ramnath AIR 1963. Option C, JK Cotton Spinning and Weaving Mills Corporation Limited versus LTAIR 1964. Option D, Sundarmal Sundarambal versus Government of Goa AIR 1988. The right option is option B, that is University of Delhi versus Ramnath AIR 1963. Question number 88. Under Section 2 CC of the Industrial Dispute Act 1947, closure means the permanent closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. Option B, the partly closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. Option C, the temporary closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. Option D, the short term closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. The right option is option A, that is permanent closing down of a place of employment or part thereof. Question 89. A reference can be made during the pendency of the case. A reference can be made during the pendency of the case. Option A, the subordinate court refers the case to the High Court for the latter's opinion on a question of law. Option B, the subordinate court refers the case to the High Court for the latter's opinion on a question of evidence. Option C, the subordinate court refers the case to the High Court for the latter's opinion on a question of fact. Option D, the subordinate court refers the case to the High Court for the latter's opinion on a question of Court procedure. Its right option is option A, that is a subordinate court refers the case to the high court for the latter's opinion on a question of law. Question number 90. Question number 90. A person can apply for review of judgment when a person can apply for review of judgment when option A, he is aggrieved by a decree or order from which an appeal is allowed but no appeal has been preferred. Option B, he is aggrieved by a decree order from which no appeal is allowed. Option C, he is aggrieved by a decision on a reference from a court of small causes. Option D, all of the above. Its right option is option D, all of the above. So a person can apply for the review of judgment when we have these scenarios. In all three scenarios, he can apply for the review. Question number 91. In which of the following cases the remedy of revision is not available? In which of the following cases the remedy of revision is not available? Option A, cases in which first appeal lies. Option B, cases in which second appeal lies. Option C, interlocutory orders. Option D, all of the above. The right option is option D, that is all of the above. Question 92. Effect of non-negotiable crossing is mentioned under option A, section 125, section 136, section 125, section 130, section 131, section 128. The right option is option B, that is section 130. So section 130 says talks about effect of non-negotiable crossing. Question number 93, section, इसको थोड़ा क्लियर कर दूं, this is section 130. Question 93, section 16 of negotiable instrument defines option A, restrictive endorsement, option B, conditional endorsement, option C, endorsement in full and endorsement in blank, option D, all of the above. The right option is option C, that is endorsement in full and endorsement in blank. Question number 94. The liability under section 138 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 is option A, strict liability, option B, vicarious liability, option C, both A and B, option C, both A and B, option D, none of the above. The right option is strict, option A, that is strict liability. Question number 95. Question number 95. The objectives of Land Acquisition Act 1894 are option A, an act to amend the law for the acquisition of land for public purposes and for industry. Option B, an act to amend the law for the purchase of land for public purpose and for business. Option C, an act to amend the law for the possessions of land for public purpose and for manufacturing. Option D, an act to amend the law for the acquisition of land for public purpose and for companies. The right option is option D, that is an act to amend the law for the acquisition of land for public purposes and for companies. Question number 96. Under which one of the following section of CRPC police officer can arrest an accused without warrant? Option A, section 40, section 41, section 42, section 43. The right option is option B, that is section 41. Question number 97. Which one of the following courts under Criminal Procedure Code? Which one of the following courts under Criminal Procedure Code 1973 can try a murder case? Option A, Judicial Magistrate First Class. Option B, Chief Judicial Magistrate. Option C, Court of Session. Option D, none of the above. ये नहीं होगा. चीफ जुडिशियल मजिस्ट्रेट के पास होता है फॉर 7 years in BNS. It is 7 years. So court of session. Right answer will be of question number 97 is C, option C, that is court of session. Question number 98, it deals with the internal management and affairs of company. It deals with the, अरे यार copyright ना आ जाए, गाना चला गया. I hope ना आए. Question number 98, it deals with the internal management and affairs of company. Options we have option A, prospectus, option B, article of association, option C, memorandum of association, option D, debenture. Its right option is option B, that is article of association. Question number 99, Public Liability Insurance Act was enacted in option A 1991, option B 1993, option C 1995, option D 1997. The right option is option A, that is in 1991. So Public Liability Insurance Act was enacted in 1991. Last question, question number 100. Environmental Impact Assessment, that is EIA, is mandatory under option A, Indian Forest Act, Air Act, Wildlife Protection Act, Environment Protection Act. The right option is option D, that is Environment Protection Act. And with this we have just solved the AIBE 14 question paper. This was set A and was held in September 19. And that's it. This was the part 2, and we will discuss the AIB 15 in our next video. So till then, have a good time. Thank you.